Morning at 6:30. This week's code of conduct is respect the property of others. We are 74 days without a recordable injury. And this week, we're going to discuss the eye injury prevention. We have been an uptick here lately with eye injuries. So ANSI is the Z87.1 is eye and face protection standard. Using eye protection and face shields that are Z87.1 or the Z87.
Oh, I think we just lost you, Alberta.
In the next room?
Yeah. Must have lost internet connection. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Oh, sorry about that, everybody. We'll try again.
Are you able to see my screen?
We are. Yep. If you just want to.
You're back.
Yep.
We can
Make
see
it bigger.
All right, let's try this again. So the Z87 plus rated. So corrective lenses that are plastic or glass are not impact resistant. Prescription polycarbonated lenses are shatter resistant and they can absorb some of the impact from the hard blow. So we want to make sure that with people with corrective lenses, they're using the appropriate side guards or having a face shield, or we have overlays that go over your glasses. Eye hazards. The most common cause of eye injury on construction sites are falling objects. These may consist of bits of glasses, metal, stone, or wood, nails, staples, or other bits of materials being flung into the eyes of often at a high speed. Other causes of construction site eye injuries include chemical splashes, sand, and sawdust particles. 2,000 eye injuries occur every day at work in the United States, and construction workers have one of the highest eye injury rates. First aid and urgent care. We want to make sure when anyone has anything that's been in their eye, we flush out right away and don't rub it. Call health and safety and let us determine if urgent care is needed. Urgent care can provide an exam to ensure there's nothing left behind in the eye. Employees contact health and safety the next day reporting the incident and they can't see out of their eye. What Champlain Medical has done for us in the past is we go over and tell them that we have a debris in the eye or we had a chemical splash, whatever it may be, and they take and do the drops with the black light to see if there's anything left behind. And as you can see in this picture, this is what the dye in the black light helps represent, that there is something left behind on the eye. So with this, it's very important that we get you to see urgent care. So we are making sure that everything is out of there, because the next day is usually the crucial part where everybody comes in and says, I can't see, it hurts, it's burning. That's where we want to make sure we all have a set of eyes, and they're not easy to be replaced. You know, you can't replace them. So we want to make sure that everybody is getting this, you know, message loud and clear that let's just go and have it checked out to make sure. And then I wanted to show all different things that we have available into a crib. We have the shields that go right over your hard hat. We have the shield and the hard hat all together with the earmuffs when we are chainsawing, when we are welding or using the torch. And then, like I explained earlier, we have the side shields for anybody that has corrective vision. And then they have the overlays that are an option too when you're wearing your glasses. And then we have this kind of like ski glasses, goggles, and then a mask onto it, and the removable face shield here too. So we have everything we need, and not everything works for the same job. So that's why we have a variety of things. Any special requests or things, just please bring to my attention. But I think if we were to put a hard hat together with a face shield and it's readily available in job sites, we'll see, you know, a positive reinforcement here on everybody, not everybody, excuse me, getting things stuck in their eyes, or, you know, our safety glasses are not the only thing that we need when we're using grinding or we're cutting. We are seeing that people are saying, yes, I'm wearing my glasses, great, but we need to go that extra step here and put face shields on so that we're not getting things flying in your hair and they fall down after you take your hard hat, your face shields off. So any questions or requests or anything, please let me know. But, you know, again, please let Matt and I determine if you need to go to urgent care.
Thank you, Alberta. Very informative. And I think it's very important when it comes to the eyes. It's really sensitive, and it's very important that, you know, flushing on site might work. But again, like Alberta said, let's just really get Beth over at Champlain Medical and get that really good examination done, because we're seeing the irritations aren't going away and employees are waiting 2 to 3 extra days before they talk to health and safety, and a lot of potential damage is being done. So let's just earlier reporting when it comes to our eyes, please. And then excellent job, Alberta. Thank you.
And it
I'll
can be
pass
awfully
over again for the
uncomfortable.
rest of the time.
What, Ken?
I said it can be very uncomfortable having something in the eye. Okay, I'm taking over.
Yep, take it away, Ken.
You guys hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right, let's see here. Oops. It's not what I was expecting. Let's try that again. I'm trying to find the browser. Okay. Eye injuries. This is the right one. Okay. You see my screen?
Not yet. Oh, there it goes.
Okay.
Perfect.
So no new announcements this week. We are reiterating the benefits we have in the ECI Primary Care Wellness Program with Champlain Medical. And we have a document link there in the middle of the screen. And this week, we're just going to explain who is eligible and how. If you're a full-time ECI employee, if you enter and you have to enter the program by first having a yearly comprehensive review. They need a baseline to see what your normal health is. And then you can make an appointment by calling Champlain Medical. The number's right there. Acute care then becomes available provided the employee participates in the program with meaningful effort towards personal wellness. Remember, that's the goal here is wellness, personal wellness, and providing the benefit of beyond the wellness visits in the acute care. So the benefits of employees, if you're the benefits will benefit an employee whether you're on the health insurance or not. So employees not already participating in a health insurance plan, whether it's CCIs or another, will be able to access free basic health care provided in the program. And employees already participating in a health insurance plan will save money can save it by using the wellness program to avoid deductible charges and copays for the services that are provided free in the program. So check out the link, give Champlain Medical a call and get the baseline exam done, and you're off and running there. Weather outlooks, we got some decent weather here. No significant rain events coming, and no extreme weather. Even the heat's moderate here in the next foreseeable future. COVID, we're still moving up on the vaccination percentage. And just noting here also is something new is that in red that some stores and buildings are now mandating masks in their facilities due to the Delta variant concern. It's not a statewide mandate by the governor. He's not under a executive order situation because there's no state of emergency that gives him that power. So right now everything's fine, but there are certain stores and buildings that have that mandate, so we need to follow their request. And the Dr. Levine YouTube's still on there if you're questioning whether or not you should get the vaccination. I'm gonna turn it over to Mark. Mark, do you want to use my screen or do you want to use your own screen?
Please
I can try to use my own,
unmute. Oh, sorry.
if you want to give me control.
I can advance it.
Okay, if you want to advance it then.
Whatever. I didn't really hear what you said. It was your.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now, Ken?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, no, you sure you can advance it.
Okay. All right.
So ECI has been contracted with Retrans to do the re-signalization for the Shelburne Road, the Shelburne South Burlington NHG signal 51C2. So the work involves upgrading a total of 7 intersections from Green Mountain Drive to Swift Street. So Green Mountain Drive is the entrance to Heritage Toyota, and then going north to Swift Street, which is right next to Denny's. The underground portion of the work is mostly complete at this point. And some of that underground work included 17 drill shafts, and they were ranging from a depth of 9 feet to 25 feet. We installed about 1,100 lineal feet of 12-inch and 14-inch HDPE sleeves. The guys installed 30 junction boxes and 16 pedestrian pole foundations. The sleeves presented many challenges. Some of the challenges being there were a lot of underground utilities that were conflicting with the sleeves. Our drilling division attempted for quite a while to install the sleeves by directional drill method, but because of issues with right-of-way and right-of-way limitations and conflicts with utilities, we just couldn't get it done. Another challenge that we had is that we found concrete from about Baldwin and or I should say Brewer and south. We found concrete in the road, so that was another challenge. All the work that we're doing is involved during the nighttime, so none of this work can be done during the day. Traffic is significant, and traffic control has proven to be fairly challenging. It's a fairly complex corridor with a lot of side roads and businesses. So some of the upcoming work that we have to do is we're going to pull all the wire and for each intersection. So we've got about 21,000 feet of wire to pull. We've got 17 poles and 23 mast arms to set. Some of the unique things on this project that the state has contracted us to do are installing some 360-degree cameras, some Ethernet radios, and Bluetooth roadside units. Some of the things that are also left to do on this project is we've got about 300 square feet of sidewalk to pour and 26 truncated domes. We've got 350 lineal feet of concrete curb, cast in place concrete curb, and about 500 lineal feet of granite to curb to remove and reset. And then there's also paving. Everything that we've cut is going to get paved, and that's going to prove to be challenging. This paving effort also has to be done at night, and there are 2-step joints in this paving effort, so that'll be challenging. So overall, that's the scope of the project. If you want to scroll down, Ken.
Sure.
So here we're hammering some of the concrete that was fairly thick as we were preparing to open cut our trench for the sleeves. Next one. And here's a picture of our trench. So our trench wasn't very deep. We were 4 feet deep in most areas. Some areas we have to be a little bit deeper because of again, utility conflicts. We ended up finding that there were a fairly large amount of unmarked utilities. One of them was some fiber, so that was a challenge. There was a fair amount of abandoned sewer lines, some gas lines, abandoned gas lines. So they all posed to be a challenge. And when we were doing the open cut trenches, we were doing one half a road at a time. Here's a sleeve going into the trench. Looks like the guys are discussing some of the foundations. So part of this as well is that obviously when we paved everything, in order to save some time, because we're required to be off the road by 6 in the morning, we brought everything up with dense grade up to about 2.5 inches below the top, and then put a cap of 2.5 inches of type 4. So the plan is later this fall, when we'll go back and mill everything, pull the dense grade back down, and we've got to pave a full depth of 8.5 inches. So here, because of settling, we've had to do some patching on a couple of different occasions, and that's what's going on here. Next photo. This is a shop drawing of our foundation. Our rebar cages, the longitudinal consisted of 16 number 9s, and our tie bars were spaced at 11 inches. Every foundation, like I said earlier, they all varied in depth based on soil formation, and well, a lot of consideration that Ken calculated, but it was from depth of 9 feet to 20.5 feet deep. And here's a photo of we're driving our casing, which was the method that we chose to do this is it's worked well for us in the past. It's almost a foolproof method. Is we're driving in casing, leaving the casing in the ground as opposed to pouring to earth, and pouring in these casings. Here we're cleaning out our casing that we poured in. Here's a photo of a completed shaft ready for concrete. The rebar, the anchor bolts, the conduits are swept into it. That's some of these, again, especially the ones with the soil formation of gravel. We had a fair amount of groundwater, so we would leave a 2-inch pump at the bottom right before we would pour, and then trimming our concrete as we were pouring, so we could handle the water. This is a photo of we were per V-Trans standard, especially some of these deep ones. So this photo here is of the trough and in a trimming tube, that we wouldn't let our concrete drop more than 4 feet at a time. So we would let it go 4 feet, pull the trough and the trimming tube out, put a shorter one, et cetera, until we came up to the top. And here we're doing our own testing.
And that's it.
That's it.
Yeah. I didn't get a completed, I should ask for a completed top. There's one from Talcott Road back in 2008, and it looks like we used sonotube. I don't know if the sonotube was full depth down. I don't recall the details of the project. But it's we're certainly in a little different technology now, which is allowing us to do more production work and deeper too, and also to cut off groundwater much easier. So good. Thank you, Mark. Everyone have a good, safe day out there.
Thanks, Ken. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Please shoot me a message if you attended in a group setting so we can capture today's attendance. Let's be safe today. Enjoy the day.
Okay, thanks. Take care.
Thanks, guys.